Today we're going to review a couple different headphones from a company you may never heard about before. And that's what this channel is all about, finding stuff that you may never have tried before, discovering what it's all about. Let me tell you if these are any good. Let's get into the video. All right, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do something a little bit differently. Instead of computers and Apple, we're going to do headphones. I have two pairs basically from the same company, and the company is something you've probably never heard about before, but it's called OneOdio, OneOdio. There's two different brands here, or two different packages you can see. They have the Pro C model right here, which is a little bit bigger, and then they have the A30s. These run about, I think, 49 bucks. These are about 69 bucks. And there's some differences. These are good. They're both wireless, and they both, obviously can be, wired as well. But these are basically wireless. And I'll get into these are more active noise cancellation, the more expensive ones. So that's the difference in cost there. But they're very similar, and I'll show you pictures and everything like that. So the question is are these OneOdio headphones any good? The Pro C versus the A30. Do I recommend one over the other? Are they good overall? Let's just get into it. I'm going to go through it really quickly. Stay with me. I'll give you my reviews at the end of after I review each one, and let you know, are these worth your hard-earned money? Let's find out. All right, let's start with the cheaper version, $49, somewhere in that range. I'll have links to all this in Amazon. And also, the best thing to do is, see my U2 shirt here? Check out U2 old stuff, like 1986, 87, Paris. All their old stuff's awesome. I love U2 old stuff. But check out their son's band. It's called Inhaler. It's U2's Bono's son, actually. Incredible album they just came out with. Check that out. Anyways, I had to say that. Anyways, this is the Pro C model, and these are, again, are $49.99, somewhere in that range. I'll have links in Amazon. Now, these are the bigger, the two units here, and these are actually, I'll put them on really quickly. So they're going to be a little bit bigger, and I'll go ahead and put some pictures up of the design quality and stuff like that. They're made out of a plastic, which is, I would say, about what you'd expect from this price range. Very comfortable. They're memory foam to wear as far as the cushioning, and the top of it actually has a really good cushion as well. And they do come with a couple different accessories. So they do come with a bag, which is nice. It fits this, and these do fold up. I'll show you some pictures of that as well. They fold up really good, and then you can put them in this bag it comes with. So if you want to travel and what have you, that does come with it. These also come with a couple different cables, a charging cable, and it also comes with if you want to wire these in, you can wire these in, and then it comes with a microphone on that. There is a built-in microphone as well, but if you want to go ahead and wire it and have a microphone where you can kind of hit the mute button on it, it comes with that cable, as you can see here as well. So this is the least expensive one, and on the back, what else does it have? It does have the charging port, you can see, and then it has a breakaway cable port, which is really nice in case you obviously want to have a wired connection here. And then it has the typical buttons like pairing it, and then plus and minus to go through different songs and different volumes and stuff. So overall, it's very nice. Really quickly on this one, and I want to kind of go through this really quickly, but this is good because it has a 1,000 milliamp battery, and that's going to give it a long time. It's like up to, I think it says like 80 hours of playing time, which is really good. 80 hours, and I've gotten a lot. Charging time is 2.5 hours. And then the actual driver unit is 50 millimeters, so they're pretty big drivers on this. And again, they can be wired or they can be wireless. The range is about 33 feet, and I've tested that, and that's about right. So again, it's called the Studio Wireless. They give it the Y80B model number, but on the top it says Pro C, so take it with what it is. But overall, these do last a long time. That's the advantage of these. And again, they're just very simple to use. They pair really easily, and the sound is very bass heavy, which I like. I have a couple pairs of Sonys, and these are very similar to the Sonys as far as the bass quality. So for $49.99 on this brand here, or this actual model number, do I recommend this one? And I would say for sure. These are actually really nice. They do have adjustments for just about any size head. They're a little bit tight. You have to get used to them, but overall they stretch out over time. I've gotten a long usage out of these. The battery holds a really good charge on them. And, are they worth 50 bucks? That's the question. I definitely think so. I've tested these against pairs that are like maybe around $100 to $120, and they seem very comparable to that. Again, you're not going to get the same build quality maybe as some of those more expensive brands. But, the design is clean. It's black. It's nice. I like them. And would I recommend these to friends and family? Yes. Obviously I haven't tested them for years, and I don't know the longevity of them. That's always kind of a question when you're dealing with a new brand. But I would say check them out. Amazon's good at returns. If you don't like them, you can return them. I like this, and I'm going to go through the second thing here as well, the second pair, and tell you which one I like the best out of both of them. All right, so the next version here is called the A30, and these are going to be, the main difference here is these are going to, they look a little bit different. I'll have pictures up close. They're a little bit smoother on the cushion. They look a little bit more elegant, I would say. They're a little bit smaller overall, but they have very similar kind of characteristics to them as far as the plastic and the build quality and the logo on the side. So they're very similar in that aspect. Overall, though, the main difference here is these are about $69, so they're maybe $30 more. And they also have active 26 decibel noise canceling. So I want to get into that as well. But overall, they're very similar. They have built-in microphone. You can see the cables here. The one thing that's kind of funny is it comes with just a normal cable. It doesn't have a microphone on the cable, so you can plug that in. But it also comes with like it's a charger. It's like when you're in a plane. I'll show it to you really up close here, but you can plug that into the plane and actually listen that way. It's not for, I don't think, charging it, but it's for just listening on a plane with a 2-port connection. So kind of cool to get that as well. It's a little feature that's built in. Because the reason for using this model here is for the active noise cancellation, and that's the main difference. And I'm going to tell you if I liked it, if that was really good or if that was not that good. But overall, there's main differences here. These are going to be a little bit more expensive. These are going to basically be, let me see here, they have Bluetooth 5 on them. Again, they're called the A30s. Now these only have 500 milliamp battery, so it's half the size of the battery of the other unit over here. And that comes down to, because of the active Bluetooth, and I'll show you the bottom of this in a second, and because of some other things as far as all the stuff it's doing, it does take, let's see here, it takes about 2.5 hours to charge this one, but you only get about, 1.5 to 3.5 hours depending on how you're actually using all these buttons. So if you have active noise cancellation on, or if you have, all that kind of with Bluetooth, and you're not using the wired, you get less time. So you're going to get a lot less time with this version over this version. Now, that's the main caveat, 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. Is that enough for a long flight, maybe to Europe or something? You may have to bring a battery to charge this up, halfway through the flight. That's the caveat to this one. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have this other one's way longer on the battery. With that said, though, this has got great active noise cancellation. I've tried it. It works really well. In fact, it's, for the cost, for that $60, $70 range, I would classify it as an, 8 out of 10, somewhere in that range as far as active noise cancellation. Works really good. On the bottom of this, it's the same thing. You can see it's got an active noise cancellation button, a charging port, and the typical buttons that you always see in headphones, stop, play, start, pair, and then it's got the detachable cord button as well, where you can plug a cord in so it doesn't get snagged. It's not going to break on you. So overall, the A30 is really good. And again, you use these maybe for a plane, maybe shorter plane rides is my recommendation. Going to Europe, you have to probably charge it midway up. But a shorter plane ride, these would work really good with active noise cancellation on a plane. But overall, the sound quality is very similar. And you're paying obviously almost twice as much for these smaller ones. So my recommendation for both of these is going to get the cheaper version. They're $49.99. And just for the sound quality alone, plus they're wireless, they have a good range. Both of these, this one also has a 33-foot range, so they're very similar in that regards. The sound quality, I could tell, is very similar as well, but the other one's a little bit smaller, so if you want a smaller unit for traveling, again, that's more for traveling. This is more for everyday use. So I just wanted to introduce you to the, again, OneOdio. It's a name that you have to, again, you probably never heard of it before. But they make, quality stuff as far as I know. I mean, I don't know the longevity of this stuff. My initial impression's been very good. I'm not an audiophile either. I listen, like I said, U2 and check out Inhaler, a great group. But I typically don't go and, listen to music 8 hours a day. I'll listen to maybe a half hour here, an hour there. And I listen to my YouTube stuff. I do my videos. And these have been really solid for me. And it's just a name that gives you a different opportunity to maybe you're going to, you're thinking about buying a $200 pair. Try these out maybe. Again, you can always return them if you don't like them. Overall, though, I've been happy with them. So at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you guys going to pick any of these up and try them? Are you looking for a pair of headphones, right now, or are you not? What do you recommend? What do you don't recommend? Put them in the comments. Let people know. This is all about helping people. I just like to do things that are off. Like a lot of people don't do headphones like this because a lot of people don't know about these. They always do the Sonys or the Bose and things like that. So I like to try different things. I try to help companies out that are smaller, kind of get in the game, and these have been pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'm going on pretty long here. We'll talk to you soon. Subscribe if you can. Help out my channel grow. I'll do videos on kind of off the beaten trail stuff like this. We will talk to you soon. Peace.